Bienvenidos, Libras. Welcome to your April 2025 General Collective readings. Now, Libra, I did do your zodiac sign already on another device, but for some reason, all the readings that I did on that device did not want to get uploaded onto YouTube. So I am re-recording and if by any chance I am able to get those readings out to you, then I will for sure add them as a bonus reading. I do not remember the messages that I put in there, other than it was like you taking care of yourself and bringing back like some balance, right? Today the energy just feels so much different. And I was able to record and upload the videos on this device, so I'm pretty sure your reading will be coming out good. This is for Libra, sun, moon, and rising signs, okay? We currently do have the moon in Libra. Actually, it's a full moon today. Today is April 12th as I'm recording this, and Venus is getting stationed direct at the same hour as the full moon tonight. So I'm feeling very much like Empress energy in y'all vibes. It's really beautiful. Even though Venus is in the sign of Pisces right now, just her going direct, her being a natural ruler of your energy, it's speaking a lot of life. I will say that I would like to invite you to take a deep inhale through the nose here in perfect love and perfect trust. Holding, allowing spirit to step our egos to the side. Exhale, so that I may be used as a divine messenger, a divine conduit for your highest and greatest good. I do invite you to use your discernment to receive the messages that resonate with you and for you for your highest and greatest good. And if there's any messages that absolutely are not your messages, that spirit will divinely intervene and removing it out of your psyche, out of your earthly experience, so that you are not receiving false light projections that is not honoring your highest and greatest good. But if there is any if there are any messages that you do not resonate with, or you are simply resisting, but it is for your highest and greatest good, I invite divine intervention to step in and show you tangible confirmation to validate the message is in fact for your highest and greatest good, so that you are getting out of your own way and receiving the messages that are going to lead to your greatness. All right, we're going to get started with some bones here, as I did with all the other signs here. So let's just see for Libra, sun, moon, and rising sign. Ooh, y'all did not get these last time. Spirit's telling me there's another one. Wow. Okay. Wow. You actually got a lot. So very interesting, because even though this is a very big bone, it did not come out for everyone. So this tells me that there is pure divine mother frequencies that is trying to communicate with you. This can be in the spirit realm, or this can be your physical mother and your relationship with your mother. There could be a healing happening with your mother. Maybe there's some mother wounds. Maybe there is a need for you to dive deeper into receiving a divine connection with divine mother. And at the same token, for some of you Libras, this could absolutely be that you are already in tune and aligned. And I feel like that may be the case. Like, just looking at the other cards, the other bones here. I'm going to get to it in just a moment here. There is a strong divine mother energy that is protecting you. Whether it's in the physical realm or spirit realm, your mother has prayed for you. Your mother has truly brought you into a space where she just wants the best for you. what this is also symbolic is your need to work on your ability to trust yourself or trust others. Maybe you're more trusting of others than you are of yourself, or there's a thing about honoring healthy boundaries, so that you are only receiving the best for yourself as opposed to people pleasing. This is also talking about diving really deep into your self-sabotaging tendencies here and your defense mechanisms or coping mechanisms. How you may have been subconsciously or even consciously extremely defensive towards others, or yeah. Let me kind of just put that there for a moment. For some of you, I do feel like if you've been through certain challenges here, um, or in some of you actually have a mother as your spirit guide, she is telling you to protect your crown. Maybe there's something about a head wash here, or taking care of like even your nails. For some of you, this is actually like just self-care, needing to take care of your toes, your nails, doing your hair. There is a thing here about stability and that getting into your emotions to bring balance here. A lot of love frequency. For some of you, this is doing some hip thrusts, allowing yourself to expand, allowing yourself to lubricate your joints, even your hips, your knees. That can be very significant. Maybe do a little bit more like cardio or walking for some of you. We do have here a serpent's vertebrae, so a kundalini awakening can occur here. Definitely some transformation. Maybe there was a physical, a literal death, or metaphorical death, or spiritual death, or ego death even. This does tell me that there is pain in your heart here. There's a piece of you that you feel like you really can't get back. And today, as the full moon is in Libra, we do have it opposite Chiron in the sign of Aries. And Chiron is the wounded healer, the wounded warrior that they, astrologically, they say that this asteroid represents the wounds that you can quote unquote never be healed in this lifetime. And so there could be maybe some avoidance issues that you have, or if it's not avoidance, for some of you this is just like a deep wound in your heart space that you feel like you can never heal, or it doesn't matter what happens on earth in your experience, nothing can change it. It's one of those you've learned to accept, or you've learned to just kind of cope or deal with this womb as something that can never be healed. For each and every one of you, that's gonna be a little bit different. But because of that, that's why Divine Mother frequency is asking you to make sure you do your due diligence and doing like connecting with your emotional body and take care of yourself. But I do see you coming into a space of stability, and also that could be why your Divine Mother energy is coming through with protection, maybe to help you like nurture yourself. Now, this is the interesting thing here. For some of you, there is a need. Maybe you can be predatory, or it could be that someone may be speaking ill about you, or there could be like, this is a shark tooth energy here, and Sharks don't necessarily attack for no reason, right? So this can be that maybe someone is speaking ill about you subconsciously, or defamation of character. They're making you seem, or there's lies. Maybe you're a liar, maybe they're a liar. But with the shark tooth, right? On one side, it could be a subconscious thing, right? Like if a shark goes to, depending on the type of shark, right? If a shark goes to attack a human, sometimes they confuse them for a seal, and when they actually taste their blood, they realize, oh, this is not what I like. This is not what I thought it was. So there could be something about in your perception not being what it was. So being mindful of temptation, or being mindful not to believe everything that you hear or everything that you see. There could be something about maybe there's a little distortion in your words or distortion in your perception. And the same token, this could very much be that there's like a parasitic energy or entity that is trying to attack you. And if so, then Divine Mother energy is saying, I'm big, I'm bad, I'm protecting your ass, but I need you to see and recognize the relationships that are toxic to you, whether they're your eating habits, whether they're your talking habits, whether they're your, people, places, situations that you go to that is just not serving you here. This is just to help you bring spiritual awakenings here, especially with the serpent vertebrae. This tells me about a death transformation here, spiritual awakening. And I'm also getting like really, really, really strong like animal spirit guides, shamanic guides. I'm getting really strong like angelic frequencies also here for you. So let's start pulling some cards. I did pre-shuffle your deck here. The deck here. In the bottom of the deck, the Empress. I did feel the Empress energy. Let's just do this. Even though I pre-shuffled, I'm going to shuffle once here. For Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs for the month of April. And this is your current energy. Ooh, I love that. Yep, there's definitely a healing that's going on here. Wishes being fulfilled. A lot of grounding, a lot of stability happening for you in the month of April. I feel like if you were dealing with a hard time prior to April, there's going to be a lot more firmness or groundingness. Oh, the Kundalini awakening. The blasted. Yeah, there could have been things built on false foundations here with the Tower card. Some of you, this could have been an accident possibly. This could be your Chiron energy. There could be some physical injuries, and Spirit is asking you to move slow, drive slower, or travel carefully. For some of you, this is very much a need to slow down and heal. There could have been, like I said, deformation of character, or even like false projections or illusions. We did have Venus in retrograde in the sign of Pisces earlier this month and earlier this year. And so Venus is your natural ruler. And with that being said, there could have been some distortions going on with that here that was causing you to like build on false foundations or on false opinions here. But this very much could be, having to tend to your body. Maybe you're feeling overwhelmed, or you're crashing out. Maybe it's a need to slow down from like an argument, or a need to slow down from rushing your process here. I am getting like being mindful control of even your balance. So like pacing yourself and going a little bit slower is going to be very important for you at this time to receive the healing that you need to receive here. You may be called to, like I said, more self-care, more self-love here. I do feel like if you believe in prayer, doing some prayers, some affirmations, words of power, connecting with your spirit team here for healing. But I also feel like ancestors are here helping you through your healing process. Spirit, tell me a little bit more. Yep, there is definitely angels around you bringing some healing. If there was an argument, if there was something, that was causing a conflict here, I do see that. Let me make sure all the cards are on the screen here. Sorry about that. If there was a wound or an injury, maybe some of you may have gotten injured physically, and you feel like there's no way to heal that. Maybe some of you have some family trauma or something, or this could be in regards to like communication issues, whatever the case may be. Travel issues, communication issues, an argument, or just imbalances here, a need for balance. I do see that turning around for you, okay? I do see that where you may have had power struggles, or where you may have been seeing things in a distorted type of light, or where there has been injuries, your angels are helping you find solutions and reconcile with yourself through love and forgiveness, forgiving yourself for any hardships that you've been holding deep in yourself. Maybe this is forgiving someone else. Maybe this is forgiving a sibling. Maybe this is forgiving a parent. It could be your mother. We had mother energy coming through. There is a need. I would do more balancing exercises, but there's also a thing about letting go the past and allowing yourself to make peace with it so that you can move forward here. And there's going to be a lot of money, unexpected money coming in. For some of you, if there was an injury, I do see unexpected money coming in. That's going to keep you in the space of abundance here. And so also getting, maybe if some of you maybe were like homeless or needing to move, or just feeling like you were in a rough situation with certain finances and bills, whatever the case may be, I do see your finances turning around, okay? Maybe a slow process. Maybe this is something that you was waiting for prior to April, or perhaps something happens in the month of April that may be a slow process. But as you focus on your healing, and as you allow yourself to focus on your balance and let your angels in, holding firm to your truth here, you'll be able to receive material wealth here, or a financial blessing. Even it may be in the month of April, it may be after April, but I do see here that during the month of April, your finances are going to change. For some of you, this is a Kundalini awakening on a spiritual side. Maybe your perception of finances like shift. Maybe you come to a deep space of realizing, I am worthy. I am worthy. I am valuable. I deserve the lavish abundance of the universe. I deserve to have better things in my life. So Spirit, tell us a little bit more here. And I don't know why, but I'm smelling like menthol, like Vicks or eucalyptus type energies, and I don't have that on around me, so I'm not sure why I smell that. Oh, and rosemary. I'm smelling rosemary and I'm hearing rosemary. So maybe some of you are needing to work with the plant rosemary, get a rosemary plant in your home, cook with rosemary, smell rosemary. Rosemary is great for like your memory, is great for protection. It's great for love. It's great for clearing. It's great for finances. So yeah, so let's see here. Spirit, tell us a little bit more here for Libra. Libra, sun, moon, and rising for the month of April. Libra, sun, moon, and rising for the month of April. I keep seeing yes. So if you were asking a yes or no question, that can very much be. You have a connection with the Fae. Singers, fairies, sedhies, gnomes, brownies, fauns, nymphs, elves, pixies, tree spirits, changelings, sprites, sicklies, leprechauns. Okay, you have some connections with the Fae that's wanting to like communicate with you or work with you. Tell me a little bit more here. That can be part of your spiritual awakening or spiritual journey here. Is connecting with them or being very, very mindful. I'm not going to take all of that, but I do see here you are a cosmic traveler. Tell me a little bit more. And then I saw the angels. Tell me a little bit more for Libra, sun, moon, and rising. I think I just said go out in nature, right? Go out in nature. What is time? Meditation, slowing down. I'm going to say slowing down because it's like, what is time? TikTok meditation, slow down time, speed up time, stop time, timeline jump, time travel, what entities are connected to time. Clairtangency, the ability to sense touch from spirit. Have the ability to gain information or psychic visions by holding or touching an object or a person. Premonitions through touch. This is some of your spiritual abilities here that some of you will be getting awoken to. Going out in nature is very significant for you at this time for your healing. Sun gaze, moon gaze, star gaze, smell the flowers, breathe that good prana, hug a tree, walk barefoot, observe the animals, play, relax. And we have, you have a strong connection with animals. Tell me a little bit more here for my Libra, sun, moon, and rising. Libra, sun, moon, and rising. Meditate. I was feeling meditation for sure. You are here to be a spiritual advisor, guide, healer, and or worker. You help people with your natural abilities. Proper energy exchange is to be honored for your service. That can be the balancing also with the temperance. The temperance like learns, and the star energy, actually, they both are like working with balancing the waters of the psyche and of energy. In the bottom of the deck, it says change your habits, but let's see here what these other cards are. Spell work. You have mediumship. Replenish your self-care. I'm going to put that right there. Replenish your self-care. Take, eat, drink your natural vitamins. Take a shower, brush your hair, brush your teeth, take a nap, go out in nature, eat your fruits. We have go out in nature. I'm going to definitely put that here. Take time to meditate, Libra. What is time? You are here to be a spiritual advisor, guide, healer, and or worker. You have a connection with the Fae. You have clairtangency. You have mediumship abilities to be a messenger. You can communicate with spirits on a different level than an average person. Pay attention to your dreams and clairs as a message is trying to come in for you. Listen to understand. And then it says spell work. This situation involves a spell work or requires some spell casting to occur to change the current energy. Do a spell to align with your highest and greatest good and protection. With the Two of Wands here, this could also be like spell work confliction here, and with like the Divine Mother energy coming through the way that I felt it, and like the strong need like of protection. I do feel like you are protected. Maybe they're protecting you from like some sort of spell work. And this doesn't fit there, so I'm just gonna... This could also be maybe just doing like a spiritual bath to take care of yourself, a self-love spell even. Or even like just words of power or spell to affirm your highest and greatest good. So we are going to actually pull from the fairy deck I did, and Unity in the bottom of the deck. I did pre-shuffle. What advice can you give us for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising for the month of April? What advice do you have for our Libras, Sun, Moon, and Rising for the month of April? One more. Ooh, nope. And it was backwards, but we'll put her upright. The Singer of Connection in the bottom of the deck here with the number 6. All right, the Singer of Connection. And with you having the ability... This could be you going from a normal lifestyle to a more spiritual lifestyle, or you going having a major shift in your consciousness of perception here to connect deeper with spirit. Or this could be that they are guiding you to connect deeper with spirit. So I'm just going to kind of leave it here so you can look at that. I am going to read Titan the Sylph from the bottom of from the book. In the bottom of the deck, these are the last 2 cards that came out, but I put them both here. The number 43 with Geo the Slow, and this is about slowing down here. So just want to honor that. Maybe it's time for you to slow down and really connect with your higher self, connect with your spiritual team. You know, take time to connect with your ancestors. Take time to connect with your healing and your abilities. Let's see here. What number is that? 45. I was one off. Okay. Wait just a moment, moving these other cards out of my way. So it says here, acute intellect, quickness, mental synthesis, discernment. Titan glitters and glimmers brightly. She scatters a special fairy dust that energizes the mind. However, energy is not everything, and the fairy dust that actually makes minds brighter as well. However, energy is not everything, and the fairy dust that actually makes minds brighter as well as more energized or more rare. And she distributes it much less often. She is full of curiosity and wants to go everywhere. see everything, and have every question answered. Like the 2-year-old asking, why? She wants to know all, even the things that by their very nature cannot be known into the conscious mind. Titan reminds us that ideas cannot be confined. They are wild and free. They move fast. Some ideas are more contagious than the flu, and they move quickly from head to head, sometimes illuminating and sometimes burning out with a flicker and a flash and a faint whiff of ash. Brian wrote, the sylph is a fragment of the earth's soul in fairy form. In the fairy realm, light comes not from above but from within. Like other fairies, sylphs light up the world around them, energizing all who come into contact with them. With their quick fairy radiance, we humans also light up the world around us with our own aura. It is a pity that so few of us have learned the mental disciplines to be able to perceive that light. However, Titan is not the one to consult about that. Try Lestat or the Dark Lady. For that, Titan bestows is more ephemeral or nevertheless of value. She is an awakener, one who startles us into seeing and thinking in new and exciting ways. She loves to sit in on a teenager and college age discussions about profound questions of life. She is full of bright ideas and willingly to discuss them at length. She is not too bothered about whether the discussion make much sense or not. Ideas with wings are her joy, and mental stimulation is her game. Titan has an errataless flight, like thought. She is not bound by the rules of mass and momentum. Therefore, she can radically change direction without notice more quickly than a hummingbird. What we see here is mental quickness, adaptability, and enthusiasms. Ideas and opinions abound, and a few are brilliant, but others vary from mediocre to downright silly. Be selective. Mental and psychic abilities may be awakening. Independent thinking is operation. New ideas and new versions of old ideas are creating an exciting atmosphere. Avoid excess and extremes. Minds may change often as new ideas and new ways of seeing bubbles to the surface. Out of conflict and confusion, resolved by goodwill and clear thinking, a new and better understanding may come. This energy sometimes can be flickery or fickle, flight by night, reliable, you must be joking. Here we are likely to get into arguments merely for the sake of excitement and mental fizz of arguing. Petty quarrels can take place. Mental irritability can be a problem. All of this can be rectified if everyone involved makes a conscious effort to become earth and calm. Mental flights of fancy of the hummingbird mind are fun, but until ideas are brought down to earth, they accomplish nothing. So this could also be if there was an argument, reconciliation could occur when both people choose to make peace here. This could also be maybe there's certain ideas that you've been getting, but you haven't been putting it into physical effort, into the physicality, or maybe you don't know what to do with it, and you're going to start getting the connections here. All right, let's see here. But nonetheless, grounding the energy down is, it requires you to slow down. So we're gonna get a final closing card here from the dragons in the bottom of the deck. Earth dragon, look at that, clears your path and the land around you. Stay grounded, be ready to serve. Stuck energy is clearing. You can move forward in life. I'm actually feeling called to leave that out, so I'm going to. I'm gonna put that right there. What final advice, closing card, can you give us here, dragons, for my Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign? Okay. Pure white dragon from Orion transforms the ascension knowledge into pure wisdom. Process what you know. Act with truth and honesty. Let your wings of light grow and expand in the bottom of the deck here. Crystal yellow dragon opens you up to higher learning and wisdom. Expand your crown chakra for illumination. Walk the higher spiritual path. Yeah, I was definitely getting Kundalini awakening here for some of you, for sure. Absolutely, absolutely. Then it says, fire and water dragon enables your life to flow with loving force. Prepare for change and to move forward quickly. Expect the unexpected. Have fun. So it could be like maybe the first half of April is like slowing down, and the second half is like as you are getting more grounded and more healing, like these ideas start coming to you and you allow yourself to move with the flow of that energy, and think like energy around you is moving fast. Sometimes what I also like to tell people is sometimes you have to be able to know how to, sometimes when you slow down, the energy around you moves faster. Like your manifestations end up rushing in faster because you're actually slowing down for the healing, for the meditation, for the mental wellness, right? So these are your messages, and I did feel unexpected blessings. It could be money, it can be gifts. It doesn't necessarily have to be money, but definitely unexpected, like abundance and prosperity is coming forth to you in the month of April. Thank you, Libra, for allowing me in your energy. May these messages serve you for your highest and greatest good. And until next time, peace, love, and harmony.